Okay, guys, I apologize. My battery didn't die on my camera. I don't know if my camera, like I said, I'm learning about this new camera. It just kind of stopped. It's had a certain, I think it was set for a certain time. Anyway, I stopped with tip number 3, I think, with my series. I'm sorry. This is a series, well, not a series, a video on how to deal with your haters. And my other videos stopped when I was giving out a tip. I think it was around tip number 3. So I'm just going to say 3 again real quick. 3, I put down, people need to know who you are at your core. You know, a lot of times when people know who you are at your core and they know your story, they either they gotta respect that, you know, or they not really become empathetic, or they follow you. You get what I'm saying? So, or they become inspired or motivated. And that's my whole purpose. I truly do not doubt that God have created me to motivate the world. Now, on what level, whether I motivate 10,000, 100,000, or a million, I know my purpose. It took me a while to get to that point, you know, and I had bits and pieces, and I think that's kind of really frustrating when you see, you know, like somebody I love so much, like Gabby Douglas, and I'm like, oh my God, Gabby Douglas is so awesome, and she knew what her divine purpose was at a young age, you know. So I really just love when people find their divine purpose at a young age. But anyway, moving to tip number 4. Tip number 4, when we're talking about dealing with haters, you know, people throwing shade. When you're dealing with a hater, help them to like themselves better, okay? Point out, you know, things that they're good at, positive attributes. Now, not lying to them, okay? We're not going to lie. We're not going to say, oh, today you look, that's a beautiful dress, when we know the dress is a hot mess. You get what I'm saying? But what can you truly look at them and honestly say, you know what, that person, they're a strong writer. Or they have this, they're a great photographer. They take some amazing, you know, photos. They have a nice blog page. You know, and not to say that my, you know, channel is about any of that. Or, you know, they're a great employer. You know, whatever it is. Find the things in, that you, why did I just say great employer? That was not a good, that wasn't really relating to it. But anyway, you get the point. Helping them to like themselves better. So, but tip number 5, remaining consistent and letting your light shine. Okay? We want to make people, I know a lot of people say, well, I come to, you know, some people say, they're created to not, you know, make other people comfortable. They're created to make people, give people the truth and to create change. You know, at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want change, and we want people to become better. But our way of navigating is different. You know, some people come in very abrasive. Some people come in with a plow, you know, and you're going to get their message. You're going to change from it. But, you know, I've learned to definitely soften the blow through experience with dealing with people. Doing a lot of hardships myself have made me have way more compassion and things like that. But so number 5, remaining consistent and let your light shine. We're not going to lower our standards. Yes, and sometimes we do have to, you know, point out our flaws. You know, make a joke out of it, get the person laugh, and let them know, you know, I'm being transparent with your story. A lot of times, just your story alone, they're like, oh my God, I got so much respect for you because you went through this. You know, so continue to let your light shine. You're not going to lower your standard. You're not going to not meet your goal. You're not going to compromise, you know, who you are at your core. You going after what you're going to get, you know, basically. But you just want to keep them encouraged. You want to keep them encouraged in any way you can as you go along. And let me tell you, that was a work in progress for me to get to this point. I mean, I always been a humble person, but I used to be like, God, why am I dealing with these? Why do I get the haters? Why do they always come to? Why am I always in this? You know what? You know, and almost every time, I would say 95% of the time, I always win them over. Love wins. Love wins. I know this is so cliche and whatever. Love wins. You know, and they're going to be that 5% or whatever that's just going to hate you because they're a hot mess. They're not going to change. Well, all things are possible. All things are possible, but some things are not going to happen, okay? Can't win them all. Focus on the ones that you can win. So, and number 6, surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who have a big vision for themselves, that you can talk to your haters about. And that's another thing. Haters they're like bullies. Sometimes they want to seclude you. They want to seclude and isolate you. You know what? Just when you the new kid on the block, whether it's at a college or whatever, just let them know I'm not going to be isolated. You might try to get your girl to not like me, your little buddy over here. I can come at her a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, oh, you know what? Actually, Cece is actually really cool. I like her. Just understand, one person don't control the whole group. And if they do control the whole group, that's definitely a weak, group of people anyway that you don't even want to deal with. But just kind of keeping those things in mind. I think this video is much longer than what I intended it. Let me know if you like it. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up. Also, I did put a post on my Instagram. It's one that I saw actually from Zuri Hall, so I'm giving her credit right now, and I'm reposting it. But it was talking about, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up right now, so that way. And I gave her credit at the time when I put this on my Instagram. But my Instagram is Unfiltered Cece, just like my YouTube page. And this is what Zuri Hall posted, but it is a quote from Cicely Tyson. So this belongs to Cicely Tyson, but Zuri pointed it out, which I'm so grateful for. Like I said, I like to follow different people. I'm going to give you information. I'm not going to try to claim anything for myself. I know who I am. I know who my purpose is. And guess what? I got a lot of quotes that come from nobody but Unfiltered Cece. And you will be seeing them and you will be hearing them. But I'm going to read this one really quickly. The moment anyone tries to demean or degrade you in any way, you have to know how great you are. Nobody will bother to beat you down if you are not a threat. And it's up here on my Instagram page. And this is from Cicely Tyson. This really blessed me when I saw this. Not too long ago. It really blessed my spirit, and I hope that it bless. I hope that it helped you. I hope that it's encouraged you. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Know who you are. Don't compromise. Let the haters hate, and you do, and put those tips into play, and you'll be all right.